Stop will be the Nepali coast. And Nepali means the cliffs in Hawaiian.
Bluebirds fly and
Is that air conditioning cozy enough for you? I can turn it up if you need it. Oh, good. Okay. It does run a little bit cold.
well, I see trees of green and red roses too. I watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white.
Welcome to the pretty west side of Kauai. Welcome to the Nepali.
I like the dark.
Down to the right, coming into view, is the Honopu Arch and Honopu Beach. And directly beneath us on the right is an open-top sea cave. So where we're going to take you today is inside the Honopu Valley. This valley is sacred to Hawaiians, very sacred to the island of Kauai. It's forbidden to land anything on this beach. No surfboards, no kayaks, no boats, no helicopters. The back of the valley is treated like an archaeological preserve. This is Hawaiian burial ground.
How do they bury them?
In Hawaiian culture, your mana, your spiritual energy, resided in your bones. So after your death, to protect your mana, they would actually hide the bones, protect your spiritual energy. The burial sites here were actually small caves that were dug in the valley walls. So they still find remains back here, and underneath the trees is the foundation of a Hawaiian heiau, which was basically a temple for the priest. So they would either scale up or hang down by ropes, and that's how they would get to the burial sites. But it was a very big deal to not have your bones disturbed, so a lot of times it would just be one volunteer that would come hide your remains so nobody else can know the location.
So they came and just dropped down the sides of these walls?
Yeah. At the very top of the island, there was actually, up until a couple of years ago, there were still ancient rope ladders where they would climb to the top of Waialeale. And it's all very, very bad shape now, pretty much rotted away.
This is like a slide. It's so mossy. I bet you a bunch of them fell down doing it, didn't they?
Oh yeah, it's kind of a sense of scale. These are about 2,600 feet tall. So a lot of what you're seeing is actually full-size trees, but a lot of ferns and a lot of moss and a lot of bushes, but absolutely right, it's extremely steep over here. Really the best way to see a lot of the islands by helicopter because there's just no other way back here. And as we turn, you can get a really pretty picture out towards the beach. But absolutely beautiful area. into view on the right is Kalalau Valley and Kalalau Beach. Now you can come back here. So Kalalau Valley was the actual home of about 5,000 Hawaiians. If you hike back here, there's actually the remains of Hawaiian taro fields. So this is not a primitive culture. These are a lot of extremely high quality stonework remains back here where these fields were squared and leveled off and used for irrigation, farming, taro. So it was home to about 5,000 Hawaiians at one point. This is one of the most sought after hiking destinations on the planet. Around the corner is Kauai Beach, and it starts the Kalalau Trail, which is an 11-mile hike down what is basically an ancient Hawaiian highway that runs on these cliff sides. In some places it's only a few inches wide and 200 feet above the sea. And you can actually get a permit from the Park Service to camp back in the valley for up to 5 days at a time. And in the summer months, you can actually bring a kayak to Kalalau Beach and camp that way. We have a group of hippies that live back there, about 50 or so, that call themselves the Lost Earth Tribe. So if you do hike back there, and you see a bunch of naked hippies living off the papayas and the mangoes and the bananas and what the police call the pakalolo. They're actually pretty nice guys. So in the winter months, we get large waves over here on this side of the island. They get 20, 30, even 40 feet. We had some just a couple days ago. So you can see how violent the surf is on the cliffs down there. But in the summer months, it's completely calm almost. So they'll do zodiac trips where they take the boats inside the caves, and you can kayak inside the caves.
Have you ever been down in those caves?
I've been to the ones up here on Kauai Beach. So ahead of us on the corner is Kauai Beach, and the mountain here is Bali High. And this is where the road actually ends on the island. So you can drive around here. I like this beach. And there's a wet cave and a dry cave that you can go into there, and you don't need any specialty gear. You can just park your car and go inside, and it's a very cool way to spend the day or the afternoon because it is such a pretty drive all the way around the island. And if you want to do a good day hike, coming into view on the right is Hanakapiai Beach. It's kind of covered in foam. That's the 2-mile mark on the Kalalau Trail. And that's also one of the most dangerous beaches on the island. So if you do hike, don't swim there. You'll see the water's kind of brown. It's kind of sandy. What you're actually seeing is riptides from the air. So you can be ankle deep in the water and get pulled out to sea. We'll do a little bit of a turn here and let you get a picture all the way down the coast. So Kauai Beach, oh go ahead.
I was just going to tell Jamie her knee's in my way.
Damn it, Jamie, get your knee out of the way. Messing up all the pictures. Ladies are just riding up here in style, man. They get their legs kicked out and everything. They're doing it right.
There's something else, aren't they?
I think Jamie's ready to give up that airline job and come be a helicopter stewardess, yeah?
That'd be easy. As long as I have people like AJ on here, Adolf, whatever you want to call them.
You can just throw little bottles of whiskey over the back, though, and then take care of them.
When it comes to driving, you better watch out.
That's pretty when we have the lighting like this. So that's Hanakapiai down to the left, Mauricio, which is all kind of foamy. Bali High on the corner, and Kauai.
Is there usually like a lot of rainbows out here?
Oh yeah, we get the rainbows every day. It's funny because you come over and you see them on the license plate at first, like all the license plate are the rainbows, but we literally see them every day. I send pictures to like my stepdad, and he was joking because he's like, do you just live under rainbows all day? Actually, yeah, like some days. So we do get a lot here. Very pretty. This out in front end, this is Tunnels Reef with the horseshoe shape. One of the prettiest places in the world to snorkel, once again in the summer months. So here what we had the other day, look down at the ocean when we come by, and you'll be able to see on both sides of the helicopter. They get 20, 30, and 40-foot waves here. So yesterday, and early this morning, some of the best surfers in the world have been over here on Kauai. If you've ever seen toe-in surfing, I think they do a lot of that in Texas, a little bit in Louisiana. But they'll use the jet skis to pull the surfers up on the 30-foot waves. This is where it's done in real life. So there's only a few surfers on the planet that are good enough to do it. So they were out here trying it yesterday, shooting surf videos. I like my stand-up paddleboard pull 2-foot waves. It gets me excited. You know, I don't need 30-foot waves.
Is this like high tide right now? Is it high tide?
The tide's kind of low, but we have high surf. The town of Haena out to the right. And out front, the piece of land that sticks out the farthest. That little piece of land, David's Kilauea, and that's where the Kilauea Lighthouse is located. So if you get a chance while you're here for the next couple days, drive up there and go see the lighthouse. It's a wildlife sanctuary for Hawaiian birds, and they've opened it up where you can go back inside the lighthouse now. So for years it's been closed to the public. You could go to the ground, see the lighthouse, see the birds. It's very pretty. But now they'll let small groups of 4 or 5 actually go inside and go upstairs in it.